I consider myself a primary source of indie 2000s history. It's really the only culture I've ever been a part of. Here are some of the niche things I would put in the Indie History Museum. The first is the Michel Gondry Director's Label DVD. It had all his music videos on it. It was part of a series. This came out in 2003. There were other directors in the series, but the Michel Gondry DVD is really the one that everyone had, mainly because he's like the patron saint of indie 2000s kids. He directed a bunch of White Stripes music videos, including the iconic Lego one. He also did a bunch for Bjork. He did Come Into My World Kylie Minogue music video, which actually was one of my favorites. I can't explain the way we used to think back then, but it was basically like if a guy had this, he was worthy of making out with. Next, I'm sorry to say, is these Coexist bumper stickers. I think they're included because of their association with the parents of our generation. Like if you had like young liberal parents, they had probably a Volvo station wagon with this bumper sticker on it. The general sentiment was, I guess, peace in the Middle East, kind of this vague championing of diversity and tolerance. You know, I think it's really special as kind of a relic of the early days of virtue signaling that are still part of our culture to this day. Next, I really think the Indie Museum should have some sort of CD listening station that you would see at like indie record stores. This was like incredibly essential in the indie 2000s because you couldn't stream full versions of songs on the internet or for full albums. Like, unless you wanted to download a CD illegally, which was obviously a thing, this is what you would do. You go to the record store and you would spend like hours there just listening to CDs before you bought them. Next is gonna go ahead and be Camel number 9s. These came out in 2007. They were just everywhere for a little while. You could not sit at a glass table in someone's backyard without seeing a pack of these. There was nothing special about them. It was purely aesthetic. And I just think that we should sell these in the gift shop at the museum, don't you think? And then finally, this is for my Flickr account. This is a Polaroid. One of the most inanely hipster things we ever did was put Polaroids in the microwave while they were developing. I don't know who came up with this idea, but I was not the only person who did this. It was supposed to like distress the edges and make it really cool. I was really into doing this at the time, and I definitely set more than one fire. It would like spark in the microwave and often catch fire, and you would have to, it was very stupid. And I don't even want to know what kind of fumes it was letting off. I defo have permanent brain damage, but I do think that if we can put maybe a wall of Polaroids, distressed Polaroids in the museum, or maybe even like, you know, a lab where you can go in and do it yourself, that might be fun. If you're a millennial indie icon, can you please weigh in the comments and let me know what else you think should be in the museum?